Welcome to Ryan Field on the campus of Northwestern University and home to the Wildcats, where the purple-clad fans are eager to get this one started. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. The Buckeyes return team has set them up and put them in business for this first drive. Here he comes, and anytime this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. If you want to shut this crowd up early, you don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He wants to throw it again. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
You know, the field's about 53 yards wide. Got to kick it between those 53 yards, or else the drive will start on the 40. First down for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Northwestern wants to go quickly. To the air, it's right. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He lofts one down the sideline. Touchdown, Northwestern! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field positions. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Dropping back, it's right. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And it's the free safety. He comes in and makes the sack. We don't get to say that very often, usually back in coverage, but you could tell had a little speed there. Go get the quarterback, go get him on the ground.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the move, it's Judkins. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got it in the middle, it's Tate. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. The give from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the 1st quarter comes to a close. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. A 3rd down play to get the quarter started. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the 1st down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He'll take another shot here. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. The Northwestern offense returns to the field.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the 1st half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
The Wildcats moving quickly to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Pressure coming. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On third down, he drops the throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for the...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. If they're going to get anything going on this drive, they better be productive here on 2nd and long from the 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end of the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Quickly complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his production.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's right. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
That falls incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball. And they decide to trot out the kicker. What a disappointment. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. And they got him for the sack. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Trying to get to him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Northwestern offense returns to the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going up just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
This offense has a second down play. Quarterback checking off. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? To the ground to try to pick up the first. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. West Virginia is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Morgantown. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Baylor. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Northwestern will send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to throw, it's Howard. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. They can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Using the quick game. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide out in motion. To the air on first down. Getting some heat. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Throws toward the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Just couldn't quite hook up on that last pass play. Now it's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. He slings it deep to the left. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
And that is enough. First down for the offense.
Takes a handoff. It's Porter. Makes it past the marker. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going for 6. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks. And you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Feeling some heat. Tosses it incomplete.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Got it behind the line. It's Ibuka. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run.
A shot toward the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Northwestern right back to the line.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense.
And the pass hits, picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's right. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. This offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gordon. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Line getting set on 2nd down. They're bringing heat. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Hauls it in. Makes the grab, and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Northwestern wants to go quickly. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's complete to the left. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's done it! Touchdown, Wildcats!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Colorado State is being humbled today. There's no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 25 to Wyoming. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Off the play fake on first. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
And he made the extra point without problem. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Northwestern right back to the line.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack.
Reels it in down the left side. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability.
That's a live ball. Oh, and he's able to get it back and saves himself a rear end chewing. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. With the catch, it's Ibuka. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looking to pass, it's Howard. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They're going to throw it again. Got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Ohio State! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Coming after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On the move, it's Howard. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the route is on. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
28.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here and late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together, run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Makes the grab over the middle. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The fourth down try goes awry, and that might just do it. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule.
Makes the catch. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Back to throw, it's right. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. 2nd down after the offense averted absolute disaster. He's looking to throw. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too.
Going for it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got it on the left. Hit the afterburners, kid. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense.